Number 4, it's conference championship weekend in the NFL. The Broncos and Patriots meet for the AFC title while the 49ers take on the Seahawks in the NFC Championship. The winners, of course, meet 2 weeks from Sunday in Super Bowl 48. Niners coach Jim Harbaugh reportedly makes around $5 million a year, so why is he grabbing the $8 pair of khakis at Walmart? This picture-proof surfaced this week, and though Walmart is the home of falling prices, the wardrobe choices were causing him to fall out of favor with his wife, so he made a change.
The Levi's and the Nike and the Dickie makes a flat khaki, so happy wife, happy life. As far as tucking in the shirt, though, if I'm the last person that tucks in their shirt, that'd be great. I'll feel like an innovator. Thanks. These Dickies cost $23, but they were on sale that day.
Just the fact he's concerned about the price, that's a little worrisome. Just guessing, but I think when it comes to the opposing coach, Pete Carroll probably one up on him in the wardrobe department, but we'll let the fashion police decide that. But what we do want to know is which of these two coaches was better in college, and for that we welcome David Lombardi, who covers Stanford for thebootleg.com, and our USC insider John Jackson. David, we'll let you go first. State your case that Harbaugh was the better college coach.
Well, I don't think there's even a question here. Jim Harbaugh shows up in 2007, and he inherits a team that was 1-11. They're 41-point underdogs, and he beats Pete Carroll at the first try. And by 2009, he's making Pete Carroll really stone-faced on the sideline after that 55-21 win. You guys all remember What's Your Deal? Jim Harbaugh in college had Pete Carroll's number. And if Jim Harbaugh stays at Stanford longer, I think it's clear that they're going to win at least 1 or 2 national titles, maybe even more, based on the trajectory that they are going. So I think that there's no contest here. It has to be Jim Harbaugh.
Hey, well, David, I'm glad that you used the words what he could have done. Let's talk about what Pete Carroll actually did do. He came to USC in 2000. He was here for 9 years, a dying program at the time, not finishing in the top 10 in the last decade. He started 2-6 and then went on a roll to go 67-7, winning 34 in a row, 14-2 against UCLA and Notre Dame, which is the measurement at USC of how you go against your rivals. We still don't consider you a rival, by the way. And also 3 national championship appearances, and leads me to bring out this bandana, a three-peat. Pete Carroll was a cult at USC.
Well, here's the thing. You say what Jim Harbaugh could have done. Well, it's not like he got fired or forced to leave Stanford. This guy just wanted to go on to the NFL, and I think what Stanford is doing right now can still be attributed to what Jim Harbaugh did there. They're the only school in the nation that has gone to 4 straight BCS bowl games, and I think that Stanford can thank Jim Harbaugh for building that foundation. And let's just go back to the head-to-head. I think at the end of the day, that's what we're going to see this weekend. That's what we saw at Stanford and USC, and that's where Jim Harbaugh had the leg up.
Well, David, I love talking to guys like you because you Stanford guys are really smart. And so you figured out the fact that when Harbaugh left, nothing changed. So what are we talking about in terms of Jim Harbaugh really bringing that much to Stanford? Coach Shaw's done the exact same thing. Let me make it easy for you. I'll give you some numbers, okay? 7 Pac-12 championships in 9 years for Pete Carroll, Harbaugh 0. Pete Carroll was #1 ranked in the country for 33 consecutive weeks. Harbaugh 0. He was the first coach with a Facebook page. Harbaugh doesn't even think about that. 2 national championships. Of course, Harbaugh failed to succeed in that category. The only category where he even touches Pete Carroll is in top 4 finishes. I did a lot of research on this. Pete Carroll had 7. Harbaugh 1.
Well, here's the thing. Jim Harbaugh inherited a team that was 1-11. It's going to take some time to build up a team that was 1-11. In Harbaugh's last year, he was 12-1, arguably the best team in the nation at the end of that season. They win the Orange Bowl in a rout. That's when Jim Harbaugh leaves. What I'm saying is that Jim Harbaugh, he had to build up a program before he was going to see that kind of success. He didn't stay at Stanford as long as Carroll stayed at USC, so I think that's an apples to oranges comparison.
All right, guys, great argument. John, give us your prediction for the game on Sunday.
Oh, well, I mean, all you have to do is look at what Seattle has done to the 49ers the last 2 times that they've been in San Francisco. I mean, San Francisco has been to Seattle. They have to make up. Seattle has beaten them by 55 points over the last 2 meetings in Seattle. The 12th man, of course, will be a factor. This is an easy win for Pete Carroll. I already have my tickets to New York, actually, and I have my Seattle jersey already been on purchase. It'll be here this week, so the end of the week. So I'll be in New York for the Super Bowl.
You know what? This ain't week 2 anymore, John. This is the NFC Championship game, and San Francisco's the hottest team in football, and I would say that they have the most talented roster in football. The 49ers have been there. They've done that. They've won the NFC Championship last year, and I really think this is going to be a close game. I respect the Seattle home field advantage, but these are the 2 best teams in football. We play the Pro Bowl later. We play the Super Bowl later, but we play both on Sunday, and I think the 49ers are going to edge out the Seahawks.
All right, David Lombardi and John Jackson. Guys, enjoy the games. Great debate. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks, guys.